guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing a tutorial here on the beautiful Kayla. She doesn't really wear makeup, doesn't like it, doesn't like the feeling of it on her face, grosses her out. She's going out tonight, so we are going to glam her up. Alright guys, so I'm jumping straight in by priming the skin. Kayla has perfect skin, but she doesn't really moisturize too much, but I wanted to make sure to add a little bit of moisture by using this one by Urban Decay. It is very moisturizing. And then I just went in with my Smashbox Photofinish primer, just in the T-zone areas. She does like a more matte finish. Then I'm going in with the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Chocolate to just kind of slightly add some definition to her brows. I don't think she's ever filled in her brows, so I didn't want to do anything crazy. Then went in with some powder just to fill in any sparse areas, but really sticking true to her natural eyebrow shape. Then just going to spoolie that out to make sure all the product is dispersed and isn't too harsh. And I think she was liking the brow. And then I just cleaned up the tail of her brow with a skin tone concealer. For me, usually I'd use like a brighter color to highlight, but for her, I'm just sticking true to her skin tone. So I think she liked it.
See, I love seeing my freckles.
So of course, as we are doing her makeup, I'm asking her what she wants, and she was just letting me know that when we do her face makeup, she definitely wants to be able to see all of her freckles. So next we're going in with a just concealer to prime the eyelids. This is my favorite way to prime for eyeshadow. And then I'm going to set it with a just a cream color eyeshadow from the Urban Decay Naked Basics palette. Going in with some neutral colors from the Lorac Mega Pro 3 palette, just adding the shade Tan up into the upper crease area to start adding a little bit of shadow, a little bit of contour, and then I went ahead and just plucked some little stray eyebrow hairs just to make things look nice and seamless. And to add some more definition into her crease, which she has an amazing crease. I added the shade Pecan, which is just a pinch darker, into the crease with a tiny little brush, kind of defined, and then I'll go in and kind of buff that out. That way it meets up with the other shade and it's nice and blended, but we're still sticking with light colors. I don't want this to be too dark for her. And then to further buff that out, I went back in with the brush we used before with the transition shade just to blend that out again. And then on the lid, I just went in with a really light cream color from the Kat Von D Shade Light Eye Palette, and also tap that underneath the brow as a kind of neutral brow bone highlight.
I think that looks good. But what do I know? What do I know?
So when you do a wing, is it pretty small? I just don't want to do one and you think it's too big and freak out.
Well, what do you think my eyes can hold? I mean, don't make it come out to like my eyebrow. Because then I would freak the fuck out and be like, this bitch ain't trying to fly nowhere.
You see the conditions I have to work under here. But now I'm going in with Walnut from the Lorac Mega Pro 3 palette, which is a pinch darker. So I just wanted to trace out the wing with a shadow. That way we could kind of change it if we needed to.
The Make the hair shorter.
Shorter. And she did want it shorter, so all I did was just took a little bit of makeup remover and kind of wiped a little bit of it away, and she said that was good for her. So I did the same thing on the other side, just traced the wing to be sure that she was happy with the shape.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Alright, so we passed. So we're going in with the Wet n Wild cream liner in the shade Black. I really like this one. It is waterproof. I also used the NYC Liquid Liner to go over the full thing and did the same thing on the other side. I like to use a few different liners. So I also end up going in with the Kat Von D Trooper Liner just to really get close to that lash line and give a really nice sharp tip on the edge of that wing. And then I'm just going to go underneath her eyes just to clean up any fallout with a makeup remover. And then I went in with a tiny bit of concealer under her eyes, but really sheared it out. I really made sure that my beauty blender had a lot of moisture in it, and I really worked on blending that out. Next, I went in with the YSL Touche Foundation, which is a kind of light coverage. Just use a tiny bit just to further blend that out, just so we could still see her freckles like she wanted. I'm tight lining with that Wet n Wild eyeliner again. This is just a nice way to make your eyeliner look very crisp because you don't have that kind of gap in between your eye and your liner. And then I'm setting under her eyes, and I ended up taking it around her whole face because she does like a matte finish. I used the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder. I talked her into doing a little bit of bronzer. She didn't really want any face makeup at all. But I went in with the Makeup Forever Pro Fusion Bronzer, which is very, very light coverage. I'm using a brush like this, so you couldn't really tell, but it was enough, and I was happy I at least got to do that. I'm adding a little bit of shadow underneath her lash line just to add a little bit of extra something because she will be putting on mascara here in a second. Just setting the face with the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray to make sure this tiny bit of makeup doesn't move. And then we're going to set the brows with Clear Brow Gel. For the lips, I just wanted to keep it nice and simple, neutral, something easy for her. So I went in with the Bite Beauty lipstick in the shade Madeira. But this is it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Something definitely different. Luckily, Kayla has beautiful skin, so she really doesn't need much makeup at all. But yes, this is definitely something different for me. I'm trying to work on, you know, less is more. Or maybe more is more. I don't know. See you guys in the next one. Bye. Jax. Okay, this is not acceptable. You can't be like this, okay?
Glad you work out.
How do you guys not have pores?
Because I don't do anything to my face. And I'm on a man hunt. I'm looking for a man.
Hey guys, if anybody is looking for a woman, she's available.
Hey!
She's DTF as well.
For real though. I can't wait to be on that good alcohol. My nose itches.
I'm literally in your insides right now.
Ooh, I love it. Haven't had a girl in there in a long time.
Don't lie.
I think I look pretty.
Look gorgeous.
Hot. I look fucking hot. I better find me a goddamn man. I gotta find me a goddamn man. Alright? YouTube, get on it. I'm glad this isn't live. That'd be a mess.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm happy. Bitch is fucking ratchet.
Okay, do you want to take your hair down, do a little?
No, because it looks fucking horrible.
I thought it looked great. It was good.
Motherfucking mess.
You're crazy.
Yeah, what the fuck? That's a fucking lion's mane. Roar.
You think? I think you're gorgeous.